Hello everyone and welcome back to Lucky15 where I'll be giving you my each way Lucky15 predictions for tomorrow's horse racing action. As usual here on the channel, I'm just going to quickly reflect on how today's selections ran. It wasn't one of our strongest days again, but we did have a 12-1 winner though at Dundalk in the form of Ligeti, which was a very nice performance in the end. It ran on really well, showing it's got good strong course form at Dundalk, and that was a nice performance there. Our nap of the day was Chocolate Box, which unfortunately didn't really get into the race today. Finished in 5th place in the end. It's not the worst selection we've ever going to have made, but like I said, it was disappointing that one really couldn't follow up. Dream of Dreams nearly did okay at Newbury, but again, same kind of story. Didn't really feature in the race quite prominently, but it wasn't beaten a million miles away. So that was that one. And then we had the Huey Morrison horse earlier at Newbury as well in our 255 at Newbury. And again, same kind of thing, never really got into the race and was quite well beaten today. Also as well, we did something called the Loaded Lot, which is something, if you're not familiar with, a few selections we put up on our Twitter feed. We do a short little 2-minute video saying what I think will run well, and there's some different horses to maybe follow away from this vlog from the Each Way Lucky 15, and actually that didn't turn out too bad in the end. We had a nice winner at Down Patrick, and we also had a second place at Newton Abbot on the each way angle at 13-2. So at the two of the three horses that I selected there, it wasn't too bad there. So all in all, it balanced out in the end, and I'm quite pleased we got that 12-1 winner, considering I think Ligeti was very well backed in the end, and it finished something like 5-1. So I definitely saw a good horse at the time there of the prices, and hopefully we can have a good day tomorrow. Like I have mentioned a couple of days ago, they did cancel Air, where we made some selections at Air because it was their Gold Cup meeting and festival, but unfortunately that was cancelled today, and they also have cancelled tomorrow's racing at Air, meaning that that whole meeting has been cancelled and there hasn't been any racing at Air due to a waterlogged course, so that's been really disappointing there. But there are a few other good race cards on tomorrow. No, Newbury's got quite a strong card on tomorrow. They've got a few group races going on there, so we'll be getting stuck into some of those as well. And there's also a strong card on the likes of Newmarket, and even Wolverhampton didn't seem to have a bad card on the all-weather in the evening. So it's not the worst day's racing tomorrow for a Saturday, and we'll be getting stuck into those different races, giving you my selections for that to make up an each way Lucky 15 bet. So the first selection that I'm going to give you for tomorrow's horse racing is a horse in the 215 at Newbury, a horse called My Dreamboat, which is trained by Clive Cox, and Adam Kirby will take the ride. These two have got a very good understanding together and got a very good winning combination. Clive Cox has got a 39% strike rate over the last couple of weeks, so his stable's been in very good form. And I see this horse tomorrow as potentially being quite a good each way shout. And at 12-1, I thought that was not a bad price to be backing this horse at each way. This horse has been running in a lot more classier races than this. It's been running in Group 1s. Last time out it was at York, where we had the clash of the titans, as it were, between Ulysses and Churchill. So that wasn't a disgrace by any means to be in that race. Okay, it did come towards the end of the race, but like I said, you can forgive it that performance, because tomorrow it's going to be running in a lot better company for this horse. It's a lot more easier than this horse has been running at, because it's been running in quite a few Group 1s around the place. And I thought tomorrow, being back at a more realistic level, also with the Clive Cox yard in good form as well, I thought 12-1, that wasn't a bad price. It's also owned by Paul and Claire Rooney, who I really like as horse trainers, and I thought this horse, like I've already mentioned, for those reasons, had a good chance of going well tomorrow. So that's my selection there in the 215 at Newbury. We then go over to the next race at Newbury in the 250, and the horse that I'm going for here, again, is a bit of a longer odds horse, but I thought was quite overpriced for this race. The horse is called Staxton, which is going to be trained tomorrow by Tim Easterby, and conflicting reports coming out if David Allen, who's his main jockey, or Sylvester de Souza will be taking the ride. Whichever one takes the ride tomorrow, that wouldn't really put me off, because I think Staxton is quite a good horse in my opinion, and is definitely on an upward curve. And even though it did finish 5th at the Gimcrack last time at York at the Ebor Festival, I didn't think that was a bad performance, considering it probably might have just been a step up in class to what this horse had been running against. But by no means do I think this horse is still a bad horse. I think this is a good horse, Staxton, because before that he had a really strong form claims, and he had been running really well, and he really looked like a progressive type. And I still think this horse tomorrow, currently around 14 to 1 with bookmakers at the moment, is still overpriced, and I thought tomorrow he could run really well and definitely make the frame. So that's going to be my selection there in the 250 at York. Staxton for Tim Easterby or David Allen or Sylvester de Souza when they work out who is actually going to ride the ride, because I've seen it in different places who's riding that horse. But like I said, it's nothing really to put me off. Anyway, away from Staxton, we then go to the 4 o'clock at Newbury for another group race, a Group 3. And the horse that we've gone for here is again a little bit more of an outsider, but it's been running very well this year, notching up 3 wins already, and it's called Judicial. It's trained by Julie Carmichael, I think that's how you pronounce her surname, and Joe Doyle will be taking the ride tomorrow, not to be confused with James Doyle. This horse, like I've said already, has been running very good this year, and I thought it could put in another strong bid tomorrow. It's already a previous course winner here at Newbury, so I think that often stacks well. I think Newbury is a track that tends to suit different types of horses, even though it is a fair track. But I thought tomorrow he had quite good claims of running well in this race. He also finished last time out not too badly, finishing 2nd place at Chester, and Chester form as well tends to normally hold up reasonably well. So I thought tomorrow this horse at 10 to 1 on the each way angle at least had a very good chance of being prominent in the race, and could run a very good race and finish there or thereabouts. So that's my third selection there tomorrow, Judicial, in the 4 o'clock at Newbury. We then go over to Catterick for our last selection. You might be thinking, why am I going over to Catterick when there's a lot of other better quality races tomorrow? Well, we're going to the 4:45 at Catterick, but I thought this was quite a good favourite tomorrow, and it's also going to be my nap. So the nap for me tomorrow is a horse called Suis Charlie, currently 5 to 2 at bookmakers at the moment, an easy last time out course and distance winner, which again is something I like at Catterick. I like course form. This horse 5 to 2 at bookmakers. It's trained by Michael Bell, who's been having another good year this year, and Connor Beasley will be taking the ride. And I believe as well Michael Bell's not got a bad strike rate at Catterick, so I thought this horse had a very good chance tomorrow. It's also still 3 years old, meaning it will receive the 3-year allowance. So I thought that would definitely be in its favour tomorrow. It's also going to be in receipt of weight from a few other horses as well, and I thought that could definitely play in its hands tomorrow. So I thought at 5 to 2, as it currently stands, that was quite a good one to be getting stuck into tomorrow, and kind of would be my banker on my each way Lucky 15. So that's my last selection there, and my nap at Catterick tomorrow. Anyway, if you've had a good day's horse racing tomorrow, please let us know in the comments box below what you think might run well in the races that I've selected tomorrow, or if there's anything else that took your eye elsewhere that I haven't told you about in the races that I'm going for. Please let your feelings and opinions be made. Also as well, please like the video as well for more horse racing daily content. Also as well, please subscribe to our channel here at Lucky15, where I'll be giving you more each way daily Lucky 15 horse racing tips. Also as well, check out the load a lot, because I do fancy a few other horses running around tomorrow that might be worth just an individual bet. So please check us out on Twitter if you don't follow us there already. So check out for that one sometime tomorrow morning. And yeah, gamble responsibly, and hopefully we'll have a good weekend, and we'll be seeing you soon.